UK TikToker just ended her career in the worst possible way. Hello you gorgeous donuts. Jungle Pups is a UK TikTok creator that has recently went mega viral. She's had multiple videos with over 5 million views. Her content basically involves her rage baiting her audience into believing that she has rare Laboos. What even is this world, man? Just for people that don't know what a Labu is, I will give you a bit of grace with this. Laboos are basically a line of plush monster toys that have now been seen as like collectibles. They're often quite hard to get and are seen as rare. The Laboos often have exaggerated facial expressions and look kind of like little weird monster animals, like but they're like a fashion piece for a lot of people now. Like, I know Chloe, my girlfriend, hangs them off her handbag. Like, people are obsessed with them. And because they became so popular, clearly Jungle Pups thought this would be a good avenue to kind of build her brand off the back of it. Now, the ones that she claims are very rare haven't been released, obviously, by the actual company that makes Laboos. And often they're seen, like, when I look at them, I'm like, that just looks so fake. But somehow, a lot of the people that watch her videos get really angry at her because they're saying that Laboos haven't actually released this rare one, so she's lying, even though she knows she's lying because she's rage baiting them. There's been a lot of times where people will, like, reply to her, like, calling her out, and she insists that they're actually real, just feeding into the whole rage bait platform. Now, Jungle Pups has recently had the entire internet going for her because of a specific rare Laboo that she's actually got. But we're going to get onto that later in this video. I kind of want to show you the first Laboos that made her famous. So the biggest one, arguably, is her 24 karat rare Laboo. The word Laboo is such a funny thing to say in a Geordie accent.
I have the one and only 24 karat gold Laboo. Now, this is real 24 karat gold, made in the form of a Laboo. Now, he weighs 200 grams.
Could you actually imagine if that was real for a second and you walk, like, if you go in London, this is getting snatched off you straight away. Like, if they mass produced these, oh my god. That wouldn't be your Laboo after a couple of days. People get their phone snatched multiple times in London. A gold-plated Laboo, they'd cut your bloody head off for that.
It cost us £20,000 to have him made. They melted down basically gold bars and they put it into a shaper thing that was the shape of a Laboo. Obviously this little tassel here, that is just a gold bit of material, but the ring is also 24 karat gold. Now, the reason we had one made into 24 karat gold is because they are going so viral all over the internet. We think that his worth will definitely skyrocket. So here he is the golden one, he is the chosen one, and he is 24 karat gold.
I love that she's calling it the chosen one as if it's Anakin Skywalker. Also, I'm just thinking, like, if I, one day proposed to Chloe, voice break there, a little bit nervous about it. If I proposed to Chloe, I think if I just gave her this, she'd prefer this over a ring. Just like at the altar, instead of putting a ring, I just put like, the circle bit, and then she's just hanging with a Laboo. I actually think she'd be here for this, if it was real, of course, which it's not. And it's really funny because the comment section just fall for it a lot of the time, and they actually think they're getting like one up on the creator. Girl, if this was a 24k gold Laboo, your hand would be shaking right now. Haha, got them. Nothing gets past you, does it, love? Well, I'm glad you're in the comment section today. This has got 32,000 likes as well, so everyone's like, yeah, she actually served with that comment right now. She's actually just dragged her ass right there, like. 24k gold isn't even that colour. Oh, so true, Annabelle. We've got somebody from Ramsden Golds in the chat right now. Real 24k gold is soft, so... Oh god, that is literally the first thing you learn when you come out the womb. What an idiot. That's not really a gold Laboo. I'm so glad we've got the Laboo police here. Girl, you spray painted a Laboo. Honestly, imagine thinking that's a real Laboo. Good job I've commented on this so everybody knows it's not.
I am the owner of the famous 24 karat gold Laboo. Now, as if you are new here, we had him made...
It's the way she says it so passive aggressively. Like, yeah, I'm the owner of the 24k karat gold Laboo.
Out of 200 grams of 24 karat gold. He previously looked like this, and we had him turned into a little Laboo with a Laboo shape thingy. Because they are so viral, obviously the price of them is going to skyrocket. Now, each one of these bars costs £20,000.
I love that she's talking about it as if it's like a great investment to try and get one of these gold-plated Laboos. As if it's like investing in the S&P 500 fund. Yeah, honestly, your money in 30 years will be worth 10x of what it is now. Stuff for stocks and shares, I say. You just need a gold Laboo and you'll be rich and famous. I'm just imagining, like, when people are buying their first homes, instead of, you know, putting down like a cash offer for the deposit, they're just putting down their gold Laboo. They're like, how do you, intend to pay for this deposit? Oh, don't worry about that. There you go. Right, that's all the proof you need. 24 carat.
Telling me that the gold tests aren't correct. Anyway, this is a new one, look. It's still got the slip on it. I ordered this, it arrived today, so let's give it a go. So obviously, if it was to touch my nail, no noise. If it is to touch this, which is gold, so you get the gist. Anyway, first his face.
Well, that's me, absolutely with egg on me face. I've been told it's made that little notification sound. We all know when you touch gold, that is real gold, you get that sound. That is literally how it works. So I don't know how anybody can disprove this right now. I'm in the camp that it's real. I thought I was getting rage baited. I was wrong! Now, I have been told from various outside sources that that noise is actually the grinder sound effect. I don't know if it's if you get a message or something. I have been told by other people that is not from my own personal experience. If it was, that would be fine. But I just want to make that clear in case Chloe starts thinking I'm cheating on her. How does he know that sound like? It's me best friend, me mate, me boyfriend. Sorry, what? So obviously she's taking the piss here. Clearly. To me, at least, she's taking the piss. Like, she's literally laughing in front of people's faces that are treating this seriously right now. And it seems like some people did cotton on to the fact that she was joking. Experienced jeweler here for 37 plus years. This is the most accurate test I've seen in my entire career. And she's right. When you hold gold like that, it feels practically weightless. Worth more than 20k easily. Awesome find, girly. Thank you very much for your experience, love. We appreciate it. Okay, how can you argue with the noise in general? And secondly, an experienced jeweler of 37 years. You can't argue, I'm afraid. But obviously some people are still not convinced. Bro, that's literally an eyebrow razor. So yeah, you know, obviously she's still got some people that are victims to her content.
I am the owner of the most expensive Laboos in the world. And today is another day that I'll be proving my broke haters wrong.
I love that there's a photo of what I imagine is one of her children. I can imagine one of her children, whoever this is like, oh man, will you not put me like photo in the back anymore? Like everyone at school's like taking the piss over. Everyone at school's asking for a sleepover so they can touch the Laboo. Honestly, like, can you just stop that?
Carat gold Laboo, the pink diamond Laboo, the sapphire Laboo, the ruby Laboo, and also the emerald Laboo.
Christ, this is like the Avengers of Laboos here. It's like we're in front of the Illuminati meeting. What is going on? Maybe they should make a Laboo franchise. Maybe then that would bring back Marvel. Just put them in the universe. It doesn't matter if you're just writing them in. It'll work.
This here is made fully out of 24 karat gold, and these four here are made out of precious stones. Now, this is a precious stone detector. So when it detects a special stone, it will make a noise. So, for example, the diamonds in my earrings, as you can see, it makes a noise. So let's start.
How does she keep a straight face? Obviously.
Now the sapphire.
Okay, we kind of get it.
There you have it.
I wonder if, like, she does this all within the first take. Like, can you imagine the production chat that she has with her, like, partner or whoever it is? Like, she's like, oh, I can't pick the kids up from school today. I've got to, like, you know, rage bait everyone about these Laboos. Do you mind pitting the... Is that all right? Right, they're right after school club. You've got an extra out there. Great. Cheers. Again, at this point in her career journey, it was hilarious to see how angry people would get at these videos. That's a good thermometer, and your boyfriend is playing sounds behind the camera. You bitch. God, these videos that she's doing aren't really hurting anyone. She's just taking the piss. Later on, we're going to get onto her terrible videos. At this point... everything's kind of chill, in my opinion. Now, moving on, because this gold Labubu created so much hype, obviously, there's only so many times you can rage bait with the same Labubu. Like, we all know that, right? So you've got to move on to other Labubus, okay? You've got to create side characters. If we're going to make a franchise, you can't just rely on the main protagonist to do everything.
I'm the owner of the one and only Moonstone Laboos. This Moonstone right here. Now, I have a test to prove...
I know it's rage bait, like Moonstone, okay, like, wow, that is incredible, okay, you're gonna put it on your windowsill and, like, charge it when Mercury retrogrades here, I don't know, but what happened in the background here? Like, I know it's rage bait, I know, but how did that move?
Moonstone Laboo. This Moonstone right here. Now...
Like, see, this makes me think that she actually is a witch, but this kind of confuses me.
Because the moon's magnetic energy is very much different to the Earth, the same as the gravity. There is no gravity, but there is an electric field. That's why it goes round in circles round the Earth. And then what happens is it loses magnetic field as it goes round. So that's why it will go to like a half moon, a quarter moon.
I feel like I'm listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson right here.
And it's the same with this. This disappears little by little, depending on what time of the month it is. Anyway, so to prove that this is a real moonstone, by putting 2 batteries on the moonstone, it should make a noise.
The good old-fashioned battery test. We all know it. Duracell here, Duracell here. Put them together. What does it create? A great f***ing test.
So I'm going to test it just to check that it is a real moonstone and not just a bit of marble.
Oh, I'm ill at the moment. Like, I'm very ill. I'm going through it a bit. That has just knocked us back. I was feeling okay until that. Actually, like, my stomach actually, like, done a curdle. Ugh. Playing that sound at any time that isn't the morning is enough to disable anybody. Do you know, if you've got someone, like, trying to beat you up, literally, like, don't call the police, just play that sound. You'll register them ineffective. Their hands will have to just touch their ears to block the sound.
I am the owner of the one and only Tekashi69 Laboos.
Oh, yes! Scum gang! Come on! Flicky with the sticky This is what I've been waiting for, the 6'9" Labubu. Can't wait to roll through the hood with this one.
So, I had a meet and greet, and guess who popped along with a present for me? The one and only Tekashi69, and look at that, it's even got the same tattoos on its head. I absolutely love it, and this whole chain is covered in real diamonds. Can you believe it?
I need the test, love. I need the test. You know, if you really want me to believe this, I have to have the test, unfortunately. I can't just take your word for it.
I really wasn't expecting him to be there. But what it is because I am so famous now, we both have the same security team. Obviously, I have to have my own security team when we go out because the paparazzis and the fans just follow me everywhere. They start banging on the windows of the car. They start shouting, 24-carat gold Labubu girl, please come here. So I need security now.
This is like a different niche of rage beta. You know, we've seen the Beavos and we've seen all of these people who very much have a time limit on their, if we call it, fame. Eventually it's gonna run out. People kind of get bored of you just lying, like basically lying on purpose all of the time. At this point in her career, I imagine people are on her side because they think they're kind of in on the joke, whereas with other rage betas, they're almost making you the butt of the joke by saying like they're more famous than you're more rich. It's definitely I just find it interesting. Now later in this video, like I said, this is all going to change, so I want to be careful with what I say here because she does take it far too far.
I am the owner of the one and only Chernobyl Laboo. Now, as you'll know, I have...
Sorry, what, love? Chernobyl? Like the reactor? Give everyone, you know, the horrible skin to... That one? Why would you want a Chernobyl Labubu? You've got to be taking the for this one. Like, surely people kind of fall for a Chernobyl Labubu. Has no one seen the Sky Atlantic show on it?
Emerald Laboo, which cost me an absolute ton. Now I have the Chernobyl Laboo. Now this is more radioactive than anyone's microwaves that they've got at home. So to hold this, I do have to have the rosary on, just for safety reasons, really. I'm a little bit more worried.
Honestly, how are people constantly falling for this? What, you've got to wear some sort of Chernobyl Horcrux around you to combat the radioactiveness of the Chernobyl Laboo? Like, I mean, you know, kind of logically, it does make sense. Scientifically, probably not. Someone said, Chernobyl Laboo, that's so brat-coded. Yep. Definitely brat some in full force with your Chernobyl Labubu, love. You know what makes me wonder about this woman is, like, is she actually, at this point in her career, was she quite smart? Because you see how like a kitchen, and you see like the wood on the top of a roof. Clearly this woman lives in an amazing house. Like, it looks like a really posh house. Like, she's clearly doing really well for herself. Like, all of this was kind of constructed to create a career for herself. Everything's very deliberate. It's not like she kind of did it by accident just one day and then just kind of try to recreate it. Everything is so strategic, which makes me think, when we talk about what she's recently done, I don't understand why she would ever do something like that. Because at this point in her online career, people like loved her, like they were making edits of her. In the world full of fake lafufus, that is terrifying, by the way, you are my 24 karat gold Labooo, right? And this has got like nearly 200,000 likes. Like, clearly a lot of people know who this woman is. Like she said, she rules with security everywhere she goes. And at this point, I was pretty sure that she, you know, was only going to get bigger and bigger. Like, it seemed like her fan base was growing. It seemed like she, you know, she knew what she was doing. And then recently, I woke up to her uploading this TikTok.
I am the owner of the world's first KSI Laboo. So I have been a fan of the Sidemen for...
Oh, no. That's no. Fucking... Are you taking the piss? It's the fact that it's not even live, okay? Like, not that it would be okay if it was live, but what I'm trying to say is she's thought about this idea. She's actually, I guess, painted it. Is it? Paint? She's painted it. And then after that, she set the camera up, and then she's recorded it. She's edited it after, like, there's about 4, 5, 6, 7 steps here where she could have thought, maybe this is just a bit horrific what I'm doing here. Straight away, before we watched the rest of this, she actually deleted this. I think it was in, like, within the first hour of it being up. However, within the first hour, obviously, because of the platform she's already got, it just had millions of views, and, you know, a lot of people would have saved it. Like, this is a re-upload right now.
For years and years, and I can't tell you how excited I was to pick up this KSI Laboo. I was so excited. So I paid £100,000 for the KSI Laboo, and I think it's just perfect. I love it. This is with my collection of most expensive Laboos of the world, obviously because they are top celebrities.
See, it just, like, it instantly, this is just dead. Obviously, like, everybody, as soon as this is uploaded, went like, that's, you know, racist. What is this? Like, what is the punchline here? It's not funny. You're literally you're saying that's KSI. It doesn't even look like KSI. You're just saying it's KSI because you've painted it black. That is the only thing here. Is that the punchline? And just taking away the fact of what I've just said there, like, from her perspective, why would you do this? I know that her entire content strand up until this point is rage baiting people, like getting certain people angry, and she's like, obviously every time she's got to do better than the last one, like, she's got to, you know, make people more angry and angry and angry. And has she got into this cycle where she's literally just been like, she's trying to beat the last one, which did really well, and now she's just went horrifically bad to try and make as many people angry as possible. Obviously, I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just trying to see from her mind why she thinks, like, how could she justify to herself that this would be a good idea? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I just don't understand why she wouldn't think this would be offensive to multiple people, because with a gold Labooo, it's not hurting anybody. Right? Even with the Tekashi 6ix9ine one she did, where she, you know, played it off as if it was a celebrity, it actually looked like Tekashi 6ix9ine. She'd done all the specific things. She'd done the hair, she'd done the tattoos in the exact places he had. Like, it looked like Tekashi 6ix9ine. This does not look like KSI. Honestly, like, the more I look at this, it's just so bad. The comments on this are really interesting as well. Like, I'm just reading the top comments here. Like, you have people calling her out, obviously, for, they're saying it, she's just used a black Sharpie. People saying, like, why would you think this is okay or funny? You've literally just painted the Labooo black. Why is everyone crying? Is a plush. Like, it is strange to see that the comments are very much mixed. I didn't really expect that. Obviously, this isn't the actual video that was uploaded. We can't see that comment section. I imagine it was a lot more in favour of this being wrong. This is a re-upload, like I've just said.
I don't know if there's anyone else from the Sidemen that I'll get in Laboos, because obviously this is a one-off. I am the only person in the world that has the KSI Laboo. Now, the bandana that is actually on the KSI Laboo is actually one of KSI's bandanas that he used in one of his rapping videos. So that is why I'm the only other person to own the KSI Laboo. Obviously, no one else is going to have one because no one else is going to be able to get a bandana from him like I've been able to. Anyway, I hope you all love my KSI Laboo as much as I do.
Even the way she's speaking, like, she's not even, she just feels like this is okay. From her perspective, she just feels like, yeah, like, what I'm doing here is just what I've done previously for the past year. Like, she doesn't see, how this is any different. Now, like I said, she has deleted the original KSI video, and after she deleted it, she instantly came out with an apology for even uploading it in the first place.
So I just wanted to come on here and talk about the Labu video that I deleted. Now, in no way, shape or form did I intend for that video to be racist or against anyone. So I create content on a daily basis, and I had uploaded the Pearl Laboo this morning. And I tend to go off the comments, like people have said sapphire Laboos, emerald, so I've done them. And someone said a KSI Laboo. So that is where the idea firstly came from.
Okay, so I know she's explaining the thought process here, but instantly she's like, well, guys, it wasn't my idea, strictly speaking, it was his.
I haven't got anything against anyone, no matter what shape or colour they are. At the end of the day, I see us all equal. Obviously, we're all humans and we're all on the same planet, so my intention was not for it to come across racist at all. At the end of the day, TikTok is a platform for entertainment and to have a laugh, and not at any point when I made that video did I want to offend anyone.
Obviously, like, TikTok is here to have a laugh or whatever. That statement in itself, without this situation, you can argue is true, okay? But you still have to realise, and you still have to, you know, validate the people's feelings that, you know, the people that go through, you know, discrimination and stuff like that, and, you know, people laughing. So to them, it's not funny. And, you know, their feelings are very valid in this situation. Now, after this apology was uploaded, just today, she's released another apology, which is 6 minutes long, nearly 7 minutes, actually. So clearly, she doesn't feel like she got everything off her chest, or she kind of wants to explain herself a little bit more. So let's take a look.
Now, as a lot of you have seen, I posted the video and I removed it shortly after. Now, my apology is for the people that I have upset on that. Now, I am sorry, because I didn't know what blackface or the dolls were up until, obviously, I posted that video and then people was telling me about it. Now, I know that an apology probably isn't good enough, because now I have done research on the dolls and the blackface. I can obviously see how bad it was. Now, I wasn't taught about blackface in school. I am English. I moved to Spain at a young age. I went to school in Spain, and it's something that wasn't taught here. Now, whether I missed it because I didn't speak the language in the 2 years that I was learning Spanish, or it wasn't taught here, I'm not exactly quite sure, but this is something that I was not taught here. So that is why I am apologising, and I am saying sorry to everyone that I have upset and that I have offended. And in no way did I intend for that video to be malicious. I watch KSI, I watch The Sidemen, I watch quite a lot of YouTubers, and I have done for years. And it is one of the YouTubers that I do like to watch. Now, a lot of people have said this and that information was on the internet, you should have known. Now, I have grown up in Spain, and there are so many different races of people here. Now, I've had friends from Chile, Argentina, the Philippines, Africa, Holland, all over the world, because there are so many different nationalities here. Now, at no point through me growing up around all these different nationalities or races of people, however you want to say it, was there any racism. Now, the way their algorithm works, obviously, if I was to start to watch videos of racism or anything along those terms, then on my For You page, videos of awareness of this would pop up. But because I'd never searched into it, because I don't have a racist mind, nor did I intend to be racist.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on this. On this apology, we're not really getting anywhere. There's a lot of like, oh, it was this, it was like, yes, she's taken accountability in the middle somewhere, but I don't really feel like we're getting anywhere with this. You know, the first apology was at least straight to the point, and just judging by the views that our videos after doing the KSI one has done, like, they're still doing really well, and, you know, the comments are, you know, fairly okay with them. I said fairly, just kind of split, really. I imagine that the people that, you know, this KSI video didn't affect and aren't, I guess, bothered by it, which is, you know, not a very nice thing to say, but I'm just saying what I see. They're probably still going to engage with her content if they like her, but the people that she did affect with that video are probably going to bow out and be like, look, like, this is shone this woman in a different light for me, and I'll no longer want to support this person. But it will be interesting to see what you think. It's definitely a very unique situation. I just can't believe that she would, post a video like that. It's or even think it was, not even post it, to think it would be okay to create a video like that, basically. Let me know, Donuts. I hope you've enjoyed my coverage on this. I did want to handle this with as much care, especially the second half of the video, as possible, so I hope you appreciate that. And if you want to watch another video that I've done on another strange UK TikTok, definitely not as deep, but very strange, click this video right here, because you will enjoy that. I promise you. That's a promise. Alright?
Kirkham, baby.